what's the plan then?
We're going to the Winchester.
The pub.
Yeah, boy!
健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類栄光あれ。
Start wearing purple, wearing purple.
Hey everybody, I'm not late. I'm not late. How's everybody doing? How are we all? I am a little bit late. Apologies for that. Time got away from me while I was doing some stuff this morning. I need to prime this guy. Not prime, base coat. Need to base coat Lucius. Yeah, how is everybody doing? Late to being late. Yeah, I was late. I was late. Late to being late. Fuck off. Target, how are you? Sophie Soph, hello. The whiskey, the squeezle, the teeny tiny, hello friends. Purples and a henchster, the henchest man on Twitch, Shirato and a whiskey. Hello, how is everybody doing? How is everybody? Yes, it is Tomb King Tuesday again. We're going to do some more Tomb King Tuesdaying because we got really close to starting to put the copper on all of these yesterday. So I was really excited. So if we can get the copper on the vast majority of them, then we can start kind of making them look finished, which is good. Oh, still Kado. Kado is still awesome. Hello, my name is Kado. My name is Kado, and I'm badass. So yeah, we got a Kado here as well. Move Kado out of the way. How's everybody doing? Allergies are getting to it. Yeah, a little bit hay fevery again today. I do have to have the window open though because it gets very hot in here. Yeah, I am as well. So I've got water and I've got tea. We're going to drink them both. I'm going to have my headphones on so I can listen to the snooker. I'm going to chit chat to you lot, and we're going to paint some Tomb Kings. But yeah, how is everybody? Tell me what everybody's been doing. What did you all do last night? What did everybody do last night? What models did you paint? What plans did you have? What army tactics did you come up with? Tell me everything. Tell me everything. While I sit here and organise how we're going to paint all of these Tomb Guard. So yeah, I've got 20 Tomb Guard. I've got 20 Tomb Guard. I need to make a champion, so I'm going to make a Tomb Guard champion, which is going to look really cool. Don't quite know what it's going to be yet, but I'm going to do a Tomb Guard champion. I've got the banner, and I've got the musician. The musician is actually here somewhere. Where is he? Where is the musician? Where is the musician? I thought the musician was here. Am I being... Oh, there he is. There's the musician. So we got the musician. We got the banner bearer. The banner bearer is already done. So I need to make a champion, and then with the unit filler, there will be 28 models in this unit. And then if I can get another, 10, so just like another box, but only need to build 10 of them or 11 of them. And then along with, where's that one gone? Along with the extra little unit fella, then we should have a unit of 40, which would be awesome. Painted a million Drakari, get showered and tried to stay cool. Played Monster Hunter, had dinner, watched an episode of Book of Boba Fett, and went to bed. That's it for you. Book of Boba Fett. There's not a new season of that out, is there? That was like a few years ago, right? Are you rewatching, or is that a fresh watch, Sophie Soph? We have... do we have Andor? We have got the new episode of Andor as well, which I need to watch. Teeny Tiny didn't do anything. Peanut butter on toast for dinner, then went to bed. Target went to bed, woke up to have peanut butter on toast, and then went back to bed. Amazing, dude. A million Drakari. And then we'll get tight as a boiled owl, which in language is drunk. Just the one season and a rewatch. Cool. Why is a rewatch on Book of Boba Fett? Made a batch of sausage casserole and watched MS Paint's latest podcast while trying to decide what fabric to buy. What fabric are you going to get? Saturday will be an early celebration with family for my sister's birthday and Mother's Day. Sunday, going to play some Trench Crusade. Oh, and we need to paint some Trench Crusade. We need Trench Crusade Thursday. Trench Thursday. Yeah, hopefully some people can be convinced to start a campaign. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? That would be super, super cool. Ooh, it's getting really warm in here. It is getting really warm in here. Okay, so what we've got to do, we have to do the red. So we've got to do a little bit more on the red. Get all the reds up to this point, and then we can start doing the coppery copper. They could probably all have another coat over the bone as well, but that's something later. That's for later, I think. Need minis for Assassin Warband. When? I don't know what. I haven't found any. I haven't found any yet. I'm waiting for Jar to come up with some. I think that would be quite cool. Interesting Andy Chambers and Gav Thor about Trench Crusade. Still need to watch the first season of Andor. Oh no, come on, catch up. It's really good. Yeah, first season of Andor is pretty good. Second season of Andor has, as the first one, it started off quite slowly, but I'm sure it will pick up. So we've got this. I need to get a rhino so I can put this on the front of a rhino and turn it into an inquisitorial rhino. I need to do that at some point before they redo the rhino. Miles better than Book of Boba Fett. I thought the Book of Boba Fett was the weakest of all of them. Like all the Star Wars series, I thought that was. I'm not even sure I finished Book of Boba Fett. I was like, man, I'm not interested in this. Not about TC. Oh, really? Just Andy and Gav just chit-chattering. Book of Boba Fett was kind of disappointing. No, that's different people. They have a new game. Oh, that game. Yes, the ones I was painting the models for. Kenobi is the weakest. I thought Kenobi was great. Well, not great. I thought Kenobi was good. Yeah, Geogenesis. Yeah, I've got some of the models. I painted their models for Adepticon last year. Right, let's do some proper painting. Should we rank what are the Star Wars series that we've had so far? We've had Ahsoka, Kenobi, Mandalorian, which is phenomenal, Andor, Book of Boba Fett. Am I missing any? Kickstarter launched yesterday. Amazing. Yeah, Xenogenesis. Andor and Mando for 1 and 2. One Andor, 2 Mando, despite the latest season. Then the rest is whatever. Like Andor 1, Mando 1. Ahsoka was okay. When they started having the light jump whales, I was like, I'm out. It was like 18 months ago, Mandarin, so it was a while ago that I painted them. But yeah, Xenogenesis, and I didn't forget the name of it. Quite like most of them. I don't get too wound up about Star Wars. I don't either. I don't get wound. Like, it's got to entertain me. Oh, Acolyte. Oh, now interestingly, I'd probably put the Acolyte above Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, I like the Acolyte. There were 2 episodes that were unnecessary in it. The flashback episodes I thought were totally, well, not unnecessary, just like not really. With Ahsoka, you have to have watched Rebels to get the characters. Yes, yeah. I think Twitch chat made me watch Rebels years ago. They're like, you have to watch Rebels and whatever the other one is. So I can watch Ahsoka. Right. Oh, it's so warm. It's so warm. Yeah, the Acolyte. I like the Acolyte. I thought the Acolyte was good. And luckily, if you were rewatching the Acolyte, you could just like skip episode 2 and 3 or whatever, whichever the rubbish episodes were, and just have all the lightsaber fights. I don't understand why Acolyte got bad rep for the lightsaber fights though. They're like, oh, the lightsaber fights are crap. No, the lightsaber fights were really cool. He headbutted a lightsaber with his Ketosis helmet. Ketosis? With his helmet. What was his helmet made of? Can't remember. Something beginning with a C. You like the Acolyte? I kind of did as well. Rather watch Gundam at the moment. Right. Painty time. Painty time. Unobtainium. Yeah, unobtainium. The helmet was made with unobtainium. It was, yeah, I can't think what the, can't think what the helmet was made of. I want to say cortosis, but I don't think it is. It's close to cortosis, but. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that they don't have any interest in doing a season 2 of Acolyte, because I thought it was quite good. But yelling internet mobs being what they are, it got cancelled. I know, it's shit, isn't it? Like, it had its problems, like the story wasn't that good. But there were enough cool characters in it that I wanted to know more about those cool characters. Any chance chat can vote what you paint on your birthday stream? Probably not. Because I don't have any Space Marines that I want to paint as Ultramarines. It'll probably be looking at Optimus Prime and painting some Tomb Kings. Or Spyros or something. It'll be something really cool. Unobtainium. Unobtainium. What would be the choices for what to paint on my birthday? Oh, we need to put some music on, don't we, before Purpley gets here. And it's an Eve day today, I believe. No, I'll be looking at a sprue of Space Marines wanting to paint them as Raven Guard, and then you force me to paint them as blue. Because my Raven Guard are cool. And even though it's my birthday, you guys would be mean and make me paint them blue. I've done a few streams where I've just been painting Ultramarines anyway. I did the one for Heavy Metal. When I did the Heavy Metal interview. Ooh, Shatterpoint. We could do Shatterpoint. We could smash out some Shatterpoint, couldn't we? And do some more Sith. Oops. I've got to remember, if I get through and just paint the shield and then put the model down, you've got to shout at me because I need to highlight all the cloth as well. Somebody has so much perfume on it, it's wafting into my office. Oh my god, really? It's the makeup, the perfume attack. Is it good perfume or is it like the phew perfume? Hey Sinister, how you doing? The Plank of Sinister. So we've got, let's go through, if I went through some of the models that I have that would be cool to paint on my birthday, let's throw that out and see what everybody thinks. So, we haven't got any Wood Elves yet. I've got Minotaurs, Old World Minotaurs. So I've got those cool Doom Bulls. I've got a Bone Giant. I've got some large scale stuff, so like a large scale elf. Then we have, what else have we got? We've got some Drakari. Drakari. Dark Elves. Drakari, Dark Elves. Necromunda, so some Escher. Always need to paint Escher because I've got so many of them. And the Dalak, the cool Dalak colour scheme that I've been doing. So we got those. Space Wolf airbrushing, time to pack up my models and head for work. Nice. I am trying to kind of, in my head, I'm going through like an image of what I want to do with a Space Wolf, and I want to do one really kind of cold grey. I really like cold, just completely neutral, black to white kind of Space Wolf. Rather than the bluey tone that they seem to have. So like Ragnar and stuff. Ragnar Lothbrok. Ragnar. Blue-grey with a bit of purple is the best Space Wolf colour. Blue-grey with a bit of purple. Yeah, so mixing in a little bit of Demonette Hide with the grey. So yeah, I just want to do like a really desaturated Space Wolf. See how it looks. That's what I'm tempted to try for the new ones. See what I can make them look like. Which ones are you thinking of? The baby blue is my favourite. Yeah, yours are looking really good, Sinister. Yours are looking cool. Size of the Emperor, my favourite Codex compliant scheme. It would be really cool to do some like scythe Space Marines, that would be cool. Dull, grim, dark, yes. So that's the kind of way I think I'm going to go. The one I like is Darren Latham. Oh, the heavy metal style ones. Yeah, so I'm tempted to go that kind of grey. Just really flat out. I mean, it's even called neutral grey. Just flat out neutral. And then add white and black to that. So I'll just go up and down from that. That's where I'm thinking of going. Maybe go up to a little bit of a warmer grey. Like that. Hate how dirty these get. It's more like a 30k. Oh, what? That's this kind of the desaturated grey. That's quite a nice one. Dawnstone. That's a bit of a kind of a slightly warmer dark grey. Might be quite fun to kind of play around with that as a shadow as well. Like maybe take that as a shadow and bring it up to grey. That might be quite cool. And this is a green, as you can see. But yeah, definitely going to try something. I don't know whether there's any cool artwork that I used to like. Might have to have a search for Space Wolf artwork, see what I can find, and then because those kind of videos are always really good on YouTube, aren't they? Where it's like, oh, I found this really cool artwork. Because all my I'll tell you what I did think of, because I found, well, I did find, I found, where are they? Let me just get this up. I found, was it Kill Team? Was it Kill Team? I think it was Kill Team. Isn't there a Gene Stealer cult? Navy Breaches. Wasn't there a Gene Stealer cult one? That one? No. Those. Here we go. These. So I found these. I found the sprue for these. And these are basically, if you look at them, they are basically Cadians with extra stuff and obviously Gene Stealer heads. But you get cool stuff like this. So what I was going to do is make, obviously probably give them berets or something, but I was going to do a Cadian like special forces unit and come up with a really cool special forces, just like one Brood Brothers. Yes, that's it. It's Brood Brothers, isn't it? Because they get loads of cool stuff like this. Look, and they get the sniper as well, which is great. This one's slightly annoying because it's got the claw, but yeah, they get loads of really cool stuff. So I'm gonna do. Oh my god, the fucking highlighting on this is shocking. So yeah, I was thinking about doing like, I mean, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Just having one with a shock stick. So I might do a custom, because I've got this sprue. And I've already got 30, 60. I've got 60 Imperial Guardsmen. So I was thinking I could do this and make like an SAS, just one unit of SAS troops, which would be awesome. I don't know what options. What options does an Imperial Guard unit have now? Imperial Astra Militarum. Where's Astra? Oh, there it is. What unit does what options does a unit have now? I can't remember what they have. Kazakin. I don't know whether they just have like a special weapon and a heavy weapon and that's it. Cadian shock troops. They've got a special weapon, 2 special weapons, so a melter and a flamer. I recommend Garbos play at least 1 Brood Brother box for every 2 to 3 shock troops they have. Yeah. So anyway, that's the idea anyway. Even if you're doing Loyalist Guard, the extra bits are exceptional for adding personality. Yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. Because I do have one of my guardsmen, because I've got 60 guardsmen, one of my guardsmen has a Gene Stealer cult head. Because I thought that was quite fun. And they're all going to be... Is it 132nd from this? So they're all from that, the City Fire. That's the colour scheme that I've done, and obviously that's very. That looks very Orlok as well from Necromunda, so we could throw some Necromunda stuff in there. But yeah, I just want to do I think it would be cool to do a special set of that. Shock troops come with one of every special weapon except sniper. So yeah, and I've ordered more really useful boxes. I've ordered more really useful boxes because I've got my Sisters of Battle, which I want to put in a box. I need to split my Imperial Guard because I've got them absolutely packed in. I need to split my Drakari as well because I've got them absolutely packed in on my Drakari and Eldar. And then obviously I've got Wood Elves coming as well, so I want to put Wood Elves. Give them a bit of a field dress look. What's a field dress? There's Ash Waste Nomads. Oh, for the field dress look. Yeah, that would be cool as well, wouldn't it? That could be cool. That could be cool. But yeah, that was a bit of an idea. Do a special forces unit, like kind of like the what's the character? What's the character with the books that's got his unit? Can't think of his name now. Ash Waste Nomads. Yeah, the Ash Waste Nomads. I need to look at those because I like the models. After seeing Hendy paint them, as I keep saying, like Hendy's the reason why I kind of like the Ash Waste Nomads. I didn't really buy into them with the heavy metal paint job, but the Hendy's paint job is really good. How do you paint Drakari fast and nice? I mean, my Wood Elf is airbrushed and then really thin contrast. That's all it is. So that's probably how I would do Drakari. And I have to address that as well because I have a lot of Drakari which I need to paint. I'm way behind on my Drakari and I've kind of been sitting on them because I want to kind of go back to them. I want to go back to them and do a airbrush colour scheme on them because I've got so many to paint. So it will probably be that. It will probably be a bit like this, to be honest. That's airbrushed and contrasted. So it'll probably be a bit like that. There's parade dress, base dress, and field dress. Oh, okay. Hang on, let me just have a quick look at. Let's have a quick look at the Ash Wastes. Other games, Necromunda. Fucking waste of time. This is so annoying. Ash Wastes. Yeah, maybe a little bit too far for my taste. But I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean. They would be cool. Contrast pretty much right at the end. So the contrast on this one. So this we did red underneath. I then did very, very specific green on top, then a green highlight, then I painted the face, I painted all the metallics, I did a hot spot for the fur, and then did contrast all over it. But really thin down contrast. And you remove the contrast from the hot spot. So this bit here and those two bits there. So these three bits are the focal points of the light. So those points have been completely washed off of the contrast. There's none on there. But you have to pick the right contrast paint to kind of work with the colour scheme that you want. Because I want to do my Dracari red, obviously, because all my Dracari are red. So I kind of want to do, my sisters are going to be red as well, so I'll probably do a very, very similar scheme for the sisters in the same way as do like a very, very, I'll probably kind of try and get some black in there, so it'll be very dark underneath, and then red highlights, red top colour with the airbrush, painting some details, and then contrast it all. So I think that's the way I kind of veering towards for things en masse, particularly the Wood Elves. I've been thinking about it for a while because of the Wood Elves, and that's why that one was quite a nice success in my eyes. And it's the contrast, the thinned contrast goes very, very fine, and I love how fine the details you get with thinned contrast. And also it's not shiny like a wash, so you don't need to try to normalize the finish, because I don't like normalizing the finish, because I do like different finishes across the model depending on what we're trying to do.
Sarah wants to.
Yay,
and I will
Spiky!
not eat you. Yet.
How you doing, Spiky? So yeah, I will do a how-to on YouTube about the Wood Elves when they arrive. Now I've done the tests as well. The one thing I hope, and I need to have a look. I keep kind of popping back to Toby's Wood Elf model and just checking. The one thing I hope is that this one obviously has quite a lot of details on it because it's a later model. The one thing I'm hoping is that the old Wood Elves still work with this colour scheme, and that, well, not this colour scheme, with this technique and the style and order of operations in which I paint it, because they don't have quite as many details across them. So like, for instance, this little feathered loincloth that is here and is beautifully split up by the contrast paint and the airbrush and the highlights and things, they don't have that on the older Wood Elves. It's just a loincloth. So this one might work with this kind of style of painting, but the actual Wood Elves might not, which is a bit of a worry. I don't think I have to worry about the Way Watchers, but the Glade Guard, I'm a little bit worried that there's too much kind of flat panels. Yeah, Dracari and metallics are an interesting one. I try to veer away from them. I try to do kind of just greys. I just kind of try and do a dark grey with a highlight rather than play around with metallics on elves. Field dress. Every troop has almost free reign to personalise. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Oh, really cool, Sinister. Really cool. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I can definitely see where you're coming from. Tamiya gunmetal layer. Yeah, like I say, I try to veer away from using metals on Eldar models. I say I try and steer away from metallics with my Drakari, not for the blades. So the blades tend to get metallic, but everything else, like the guns are dark grey. I paint the guns dark grey. Greyish non-metallic, yeah. Where is he? Here he is. Yeah, that's kind of how I paint the elf stuff. Wow, mail order scope. A scope is just something that is just really like everybody wants a scope. That's really cool, Sinister. That's really cool, dude. Yeah, I might maybe I can try and kind of drop a couple of those, or maybe I can drop one of those models into the special forces unit that I make. I'll have to plan that out. Like I say, when the boxes arrive, I'm going to split the Imperial Guard down into 2 boxes because they're just 2 packed in at the moment. They're all on top of each other. Obviously, with 60 guardsmen, takes up a lot of space. And then also maybe I can try one of these kind of methods for painting all 60 of them as well. Because I've got a unit of Krieg for them as well. But I did Krieg with Cadian helmets, so they're just Cadians with like long jackets, which look really cool. So that was a nice little change that I did. Bolt action rifle. Oh, bolt action rifle. I love shooting a bolt action. So satisfying, is that the word? Obviously I didn't shoot it in combat or anything. Are you comfortable talking about what it's like being a sniper? Because that's the... Yes, my friend has one. Yeah, because my friend in Stockholm was in the army, and challenged me to a. We went to a rifle range, and he challenged me. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me that he got medals and everything for shooting. So we went to a rifle range and we were shooting. He absolutely kicked my ass. But yeah, I think he's got an attack shovel. You don't shovel your guardsman into a box. Really cool though. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Cheers. So yeah, I'll have a think actually, because that would be really good. That would be really good to try and do. What's that? That's quite a nice blue. That would be that could be quite nice for the city fight stuff. A lot of personal work ago, mostly comfortable. So yeah, snipers and things like that are just always like it's the like the blue ribbon. Like I know it's nothing like the same, but you always kind of play snipers in computer games and assassins in computer games, and like that's the the role where you could ask a million questions, because it's just really interesting mindset sort of thing. And yeah, anyway. %of the most boring job in the world. Is it 2% like really exhilarating? Does the 2% make up for the 98? Class, our court Lytton attack spade, or well short little attack shovel. Saxtoos is here. Hello, Saxtoos. I didn't hear you come in. How you doing, Saxtoosy boy? It was nice to see my Death Watch dude make an appearance the other day. Sounded like a good game. Didn't get to do anything. No, yes and no. The last % you make a difference, but you also yeah. So that's why I'm like trying to kind of respectfully tiptoe around it, because it's like it's like true crime shows where everybody's like fascinated by the gratuity of it and everything, but I'm trying to be respectful of the fact that you do have that side of it. So it's really interesting. However, there's also that side of, yeah, that's shit. Oh, nice one, Whiskey. Yeah, it's a particularly online, like live on a Twitch stream, it's a difficult topic to navigate when you're talking about it. I had a friend in the SAS over here who only ever fired twice in kind of like anger, if you like, and would kind of not happily talk about it, but like I could talk to him and he would explain quite a lot.
Oh my. A Christopher with music and painting. Is that a miracle?
Yay! How you doing, Purples? We're just talking about a custom Imperial Guard SAS Special Forces unit, which I'm thinking of doing, and Sinister was a sniper, so we're chit-chattering away about cool snipery stuff, which yeah. So the only time my friend did have to pull the trigger, it was a them or him moment. So he spoke about it being a bit more, I don't know, because I haven't experienced it, being a bit more, a bit less matter of fact, if that makes sense. Because, like you say, they're not. They're just soldiers from the other side, sort of thing, employed. But the 2 times he had to pull the trigger were him or me kind of things. One was in Iraq. And then my other friend, who I don't think I ever spoke to him about pulling the trigger or anything, but he was part of the UK, the English troops who stormed Saddam's palace in Iraq. So he has one of Saddam's golden taps in his house, which is a cool story, I suppose. Yeah. I think it's probably best if we change the subject, because I don't want to. Like, it's not a topic to be chattering about on a Twitch stream, really. It's in Northern Africa. So yeah, if I was to so let's ask this question: if I was to do a Special Forces Imperial Guards unit, what roles would you throw in it? And is the Hollywood roles used in real life? Like I know the Predator one's probably the completely OTT Hollywood style, but is a Special Forces unit sort of made up like that, or is it a bit more, what's the word, neutral across all the people? Yeah, definitely Spike. Yeah, that's what I was trying to. Yeah, I was saying, it's a bit of a. So yeah, the Imperial Guard will be quite fun to try to sort out, I think. Got to try and figure out what heroes I want to make for my Wood Elves as well. So we've got the two Waywatcher heroes. I think, how many Waywatcher heroes are there? Are there 2? There's the one on the. There's the one on the trunk. Yeah, there's 2, isn't there? Because there's the one on the trunk with the big horns. And then there's the one on the trunk with the bamboo armour that's firing the bow. So there are 2 Waywatcher heroes. So maybe we can just stick with those 2. Although one of them I think is a Glade Lord, isn't he? I don't think he's a particularly a Waywatcher one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you need at least 6. Awesome. Cheers, Sinister. We're going to watch Wood Elves every day instead of Tomb Kings soon. That's why I'm trying to get the Tomb Kings painted. That's why we're trying to get the oh shit. How did I not get any red on that when I just sploshed that? I just dropped it. Yeah, because there's the 2. Yeah, I think there's only one Wood Elf Waywatcher hero, isn't there? So we'll have to convert another one. I don't quite know what we're going to convert the other one out of. Maybe we can repose the one that comes out.
Christopher, tell your neighbour to stop the beeping. He's annoying as fuck.
I can't hear the beeping. And that's one I've not heard before. Imperial Stormtrooper units. So, for Imperial Stormtrooper units, the same as Stormtroopers for Shatterpoint, I'm going to airbrush the white on it and then give it a... Is it Apothecary White? I think it's Apothecary White. I'm going to thin down an Apothecary White and wash it all over that and then do battle damage. Might start building one a week on Friday. What, a Wood Elf? I don't have a Wood Elf. That's why I love Space Marine kill teams. Same model count as my old Royal Marine squad. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool, Sinister. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's another reason why I've done my Raven Guard, because I think the Raven Guard, I think I can make some really interesting units, like kill teams in Raven Guard. A little Raven Guard army. You can go really characterful with Raven Guard, I think. So that's... I've kind of succumbed and given in and like, yeah, okay, we'll do Raven Guard. Because I like assassins and stuff, so... White Scar, the worst paint ever. Ugh, yeah. Possibly white over soft grey with the white then it looks far too good. Yes. Yeah. That's one of the things that I say when people come into the stream and ask me how to paint white. I'm like, Apothecary White, seriously, is ridiculous. Just need to thin it down a little bit because otherwise it clumps and you get those little blobs of grey. But it's so good. So that's what I'm going to do with like the Scout Troopers and things for Shatterpoint. I've got those Scout Troopers and I've also got the Stormtroopers. So I'm going to spray them a pale grey, do a really good tight white highlight with the airbrush, and then Apothecary White them, and then probably chip them after it. Phobos Raptors kill team based on and named after my old team. Sinister, that's so cool, dude. Look, Purples, you've only just got back. Or is that really annoying you? I don't know what it is. I think it's an alarm. It's definitely. Oh, it was a lorry reversing. It was a lorry reversing. Yes, perfect, Sinister, perfect. That's the way to do it. That's one of the reasons why I got Tammy a flat white, to be honest, so I could do the Stormtroopers for Shatterpoint. That's another reason why I've got more really useful boxes, because my Shatterpoint now are packed into one box and I want to split them into two boxes as well. Has it stopped now, Purples? No, it's a higher beat now. Yeah, gloss always looks too much, I think. What boxes do I use? Those ones, that's my affiliate link as well, so if you grab any from there then I get a lovely little knockback as well. And it is really little. So like if everybody in stream buys some of those really useful boxes now, that would help. Home time, yay! Yeah, Wednesday, isn't it? They're not bad actually. They're not a bad price from Amazon. 20 quid for four, £5 each. But I must have I mean, how many have I got here? I've got 12 here. I must have 30 of them. Each with either an army or half an army in. And I think I've got about 5 of them for the Necrons. So many Necrons. You're printing all the castle stuff. Oh. I think it was a lorry that was reversing. This looks pretty good. No, they're not Ultracons. They are dark blue Necrons. High pitched chirping is still there, is it? Oh yeah. God damn it. It's the problem when it gets to summer, you see. The studio gets so hot, I have to have the window open. And have the window open, you end up with all the stuff happening outside. Super easy, but looks great. The designer posted the paint instructions. Oh, for the castle. I'm excited to see the castle, dude. I need to definitely need to sort out a definitely need to sort out a 3D printer bamboo one. If anybody is interested in any commissions, we are nearly at the end of the commission list, so we've got a few commissions to do. So if anybody wants to reserve a spot, drop me a message if you have any commission ideas. Either like units, a really cool centerpiece character that you want for your army, or a whole army, just drop me a message on Discord. It's fitting together perfectly. Nice. Was it slightly overexposed before? Slow down the outer and inner wall print speeds. It was too fast and a few bits were causing it to be too wide at the slotted. Nice. I should commission a character just so I have a frozen mini on my shelf. What character would you commission, Sinister? Would you do a Space Wolf? I could do a Space Wolf. You want to paint them all yourself? I get that totally. An Adrax Agatone. Oh! It's taking forever. I'm not closing the window, Sophie. I'll melt. So that's not happening. I'm already melting. I'm not hearing this mystery lorry, but I've got my speakers for the sound, not headphones. That's good. That's good, Spiky. Adrax would be awesome. I have painted an Adrax already for somebody. We did a flaming. Let me get the picture. We did a. I don't think I've got a finished picture of it. Yeah, there's the whip. That's the whip of Adrax. Where's his cloak? Because we did a kind of a flamey cloak on him. There we go. He was cool. The old Darnath model was fire, and my 3D printer was about 3 feet to my right, so it's just a bit of extra noise. Darnath Lysander coming out. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I think there's going to be some stuff because there's some stuff coming for Salamanders, isn't there? It's what the model's going to be. I have to wait for the summer to find out. Maybe it's not a lorry that's reversing. Use inspiration. I just snipped the sword off the left arm with my easy to build Space Marine Terminator, drill the hand out and put a hole in there. I just need a wolf appropriate banner to attach it to. I would get one of the Nighthaunt banners and either freehand or stick a banner decal on it. Because the Nighthawk banners are really cool and tatty. The one from the Nighthawk King, can't think of his name, but there's a Nighthawk like dude on a throne, on a floating throne with two mates. One of them has a banner. That's the banner I like to use. Used it up there for one of my Golden Demon ones. Chaos Marauder Riders is a good one as well. Any of those kind of tattery ones. Yeah, the Marauders would be really good actually. The new Marauders, like the Dark Oath stuff. There must be a really nice banner in there. Pick one of those up off eBay or something. I can't hear the beeping now. Has the beeping stopped? Oh no, it's still there. Epic Great Wolf. Yeah, I think the Marauders would probably be quite good actually because there's fur detail on the Marauders. That's a great call. It's a great call for the Marauders and the Dark Oath stuff. Minotaur banner. Should we go have a look? Oh, it's moulded in. You'll have to clean that up. Have they even got a banner? They don't even have a banner. That's disappointing. They've got a little banner. And they've got that long banner. That one's not bad, I suppose. Yeah, that banner's not bad. You want a big banner? Don't really know if a Wolfguard Terminators will have an ancient model, but it doesn't matter, does it? Just make one. Banner bearer in Logan squad, definitely, because that's his bodyguard, right? So they're going to have a banner anyway. What are the what's the Space Wolf decal sheet like for Heresy? Have they got some cool Space Wolfy banner icons on it? Chaos Marauder banner both look great. I think I might have a Chaos Marauder banner somewhere. Nice one, Sinister. Yeah, of course there's the Old World stuff as well, isn't there? Which I've forgotten about. Because all the Marauders went to Old World. Kind of want to learn. So the banners I've done have been quite easy because all I've done All I've done is rolled out a flat one and then kind of manipulated it. Been on a massive Space Wolf hype lately. That's kind of cool though, isn't it? It's nice when you get into that kind of vibe. One of everything. To do banners, just plan to annoy Chris by using technical pens instead of a brush. Yeah, yeah. Don't paint your banner. Just draw it with a pen. Since like 90s. It's good timing though, because the new models are gorgeous, dude. Yeah, photocopying banners, hanging paper banners on the back poles. Right, we've got 4 left, and then I need to go and take a break and just have like a little bit of outside cooling off time. It's getting too warm in here. First festival banners were exactly that. No rest, only toil. Tobes! Tobes is back. Back again. Toby's back. Tell your friends. The old times were good times. Printed on regular printer paper, soaked in PVA and water, then stuck on a stick. It's the way to do it. I had a big creator back in the day. There were a million amazing looking kits to pick from. I wish they'd lean into the hobby side of the game again a little bit more. Like just putting Chaplin on a bike, or Chaplin with a jump pack or something in the army book, but not having a model for it. Like, it's okay. Let people convert stuff, or just putting kind of like little lore hints in the books that you can make ideas from. We need more lore, don't we? We need more lore. We need more short stories. Name characters without models, units. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know why they don't do it, because as soon as if they have a model, if they have a unit that doesn't have a model for, I think it's something like 3 years, then they kind of give up the right to third-party people to make them. So I know why, but it's just, at least they're slowly, I suppose, starting to get those models back, like the chaplain on a bike and things. Should lean into third party more. As in licensing out their stuff. Open license. Nah, I don't think they'll ever do that, will they? I don't think they need to. We just want more, don't we? That's all it is. We just want more. And we want to not be disappointed when they do release new models like Sanguinary Guard. Yeah. Hey, Spiky. Welcome back, dude. Warpstone glow, nice! Yeah, it's an interesting topic, isn't it, Sinister? Because the numbers we're talking about are so huge. Doing buildings for Shatterpoint. Oh, nice. In green? Are there some cool buildings you can get for Shatterpoint? I'm guessing there are some good Star Wars building 3D prints. Tan or Imperial Grey. We need to see pics of these, Spiky. Throw them in Discord so we can have a look later when they're done. Yeah, I don't know what colour I'd paint my Imperial, my Shatterpoint stuff. I haven't got much. I've obviously got the kit from the starter set. Content creator partner potential. Right, last one, then I'm going to go and have a little bit of a cool down outside. Get a bit of a fresh pot of water. Rock stars actually be rock stars. cool down outside. It's just really warm in here. Because there's not a lot of airflow coming out the window. So it just gets stuffy. There we go. Right. Has a reach and resource to actually kind of steer the online game's original narrative if they choose to. Okay. Right. So that's all the red done. So now, I think we can go in and we can do all the copper. I think it's the copper next because the red needs like final little highlights which we can do once the copper's on. The bone can then start getting highlighted as well. So it should be quite good. Right. I'm going to be right back, everybody. I'm going to go and get a fresh cup of tea. And some fresh water. To try and cool down a little bit. And then we can come back and we can do all the copper. Do the copper on all 20 and they'll start looking amazing. We did the copper on. Oh, before we go, just make use of the red. Make use of the red that we've got here. The red needs a bit to be ready. Yeah, the red needs to be ready. A bit more ready. It's a bit too greeny at the moment. There we go. Right. Back in a second, everybody. Gonna go cool down. Everybody else go cool down. Go grab a drink. Go grab some fluids. And we'll start the copper when we get back. Right. Oh, well, that's good. We can do some battery swappage. Should have done that before I turned the stream back live. There we go. Let's do some copper. Let's get some copper done. How are we doing, everybody? Right. Right, let's you woke me back up. Yay! Excellent. I'm glad I woke you back up. We need to put music back on. There we go. How are you doing, Target? You had a mental day. You had another kip. Note to self, mix pots of paint mixers before buying Space Force box. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, you've got. I mean, especially because you've got your scheme kind of all sorted. If you mix up some pots. I've got these kind of pots as well, which I love. Obviously, everybody knows I like these pots, so they're great for kind of little mixes. With most coats being 3 paint mixers. Wow! Carrick Stone, Steel Drab, or Morgas Bone. Oh, for the armour. I do like how yours look. Oh. Makes it softer. Yeah, the beige is quite a nice little kind of like a little mix. Warm tones are the shoulder plates on the wolf fur. Yeah, perfect, isn't it? Keep everything warm tones. Thunderhead blue for the soft ribbing, black details. Oh, that's nice. Purple in the deepest recesses sounds like a good idea as well. Like little demonette hide probably works really quite well for that. Leash purple. That'd be good as well. I have some decisions to make regarding to weathering. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm not sure about for the Space Wolves, like how to weather them. Haven't decided that one yet with my kind of like desaturated grey. I think when the boxes arrive, because I think the boxes arrive on Saturday, because they get sent by Royal Mail. I'll get my Imperial Guard out and try a throw slap colour scheme. Slap throw. Slap throw. No, don't slap throw. Dark brown spots mixed with spots of your edge highlight colour. Chip grey, it's easy to... Yeah. And I definitely want to have them battered. I need to find... some bare arms as well. Right, now do I do that? I think I do that gold as well, don't I? Copper. What do we think? That's looking alright, isn't it? Slap fry for OnlyFans. They need to be battered. Factory version. Yeah, just wrong. Well, I really want to do, because I need to find. I need to find a torso to do this, but I want to do a bare-armed Space Wolf with shoulder pads, Space Marine armor, legs, and torso with 2 axes, just walking. And I just want to do a really simple like diorama of it, like almost doing the trial of is it Trial of Morokai, where they get sent out. So yeah, I want to paint one of those up. I'll probably try and paint one of those up before the Space Wolf come out, and then that will also help me plan the colour scheme. I think that looks pretty good. That looks alright, doesn't it? Takes a while, all that painting. All that gold definitely takes a while. Copper. Space Wolves with bare arms. Yeah, bare arms. Space Wolves with bare arms. Yeah, I can't remember where. I've got one. I've got a body. I'm sure I've got a body. I don't know where the arms have gone actually, because I found 2. Because I got 2 orc arms. I was going to use orc arms for the arms, and then I was thinking about cutting them off and giving them the Space Wolf gloves on the end, the Space Marine gloves on the end. So it's like bare arms with gloves. Yeah, I'll find. I might look and try and find that, because I could quickly do like a fro slap colour scheme for it. I think it would look quite good. Horus Heresy face. Oh, Linky. Thank you very much. I'll have a look. Because I was going to use just like a Primaris intercessor, clean up the chest plate and stuff. Oh yeah, that guy. I think I've got that guy. Yeah, actually I do have that guy because I turned him into a Night Lord. They sent me that guy. Fafnir ran. Games Workshop sent me that guy. Turn him into a Night Lord. But I really want to turn that guy into a wolf. I reckon you could really well turn that guy into a wolf. Yeah, he's a nice model. He's easy to kind of cut up and remove the chest plate and stuff. Because I sculpted, that was one of the things I sculpted the Night Lord's logo to. I just missed this. Make combine it with some special bits, Horus Heresy, like shoulder pads or the Praetor. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be cool, dude. I've got a load of marine bits, so if I can find one that's just walking, I just want one walking, really simple, none of this stuff, just really clean. That's my Space Marine bits box. But if I can find a really good one, I keep kind of putting that off. Horus Heresy 2, like shoulder pads or the Praetor. Really into some of the Deathsworn if they get them back in stock. Have they changed the side of the Terminators into Space Marines, change size? Yeah, they did new Terminators about a year ago, so we have scaled up Terminators, which is awesome. 2 years ago, actually, I think, wasn't it? I did a few cool YouTube videos about the new Termies. That's why I was particularly sad when Blood Angels didn't get their Blood Angel Assault Terminators. Hounds of Molokai. Deathsworn would be cool, wouldn't it? Are the old veteran guys, so it makes sense to use Firstborn Heresy kit as a base for the house. That's very true, actually. Yeah. I like it. I like that plan. Yeah, definitely some cool stuff to play around with Space Wolves. Are there any new articles on Warhammer Community today? Just a kill team one that I saw. Hey Kearney, how you doing? Kazakin getting rules buff. Sweet. Yeah, they've just dropped a article about that today this morning, didn't they? Is that the only one up there? Yeah, just the Kazakin stuff. And Minkalesk. Just vibing while I work on an Acastus Knight Porphyrion. A full size one or a Imperialis one? Full size, sweet. Yes. It's looking pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, where they get some of the artists on. Sculptors, painters, writers, something like that. We're getting there. Feels like I'm painting a small watermelon. Well, we're painting the Tomb Kings at the moment, so we're getting all of these done. I've got a massive unit of, what have I got now? 28 Ushabti? Something silly like that. They look stunning, I hope you know that. Thank you very much! There's a video on YouTube if you want to know how, like the scheme and everything, if anybody's interested. But yeah, they're my Tomb Kings are really, really special to me. Got a lot of history with Tomb Kings. Oh. The stream is glitchy. Why is the stream glitchy? Why is the stream glitchy? What's happening? Can you hear stuff? And welcome back, by the way. You're only 83 million years late. Mine is fine, Spike is fine, Sinners is fine, it's just purples. Let's just blame purples. Purples, we are smashing out all the copper now, it's just taken ages. Gonna close a tab and open a new one. Oh no. Quick, purple's gone. Say stuff about purples. I've got 0 drop frames here, and I'm at 7,000 kilobytes per second upload. So I don't think it's my end. Purples is going the way of Spain. It's still the same. Maybe the local Canada part of Twitch is being twitched. Oh no! What's it doing? Is it just like, am I like... as if you had tons of frame loss. Have no issue with the cryo stream. I'm not seeing any problems over this side at all. Really weird. Stream's okay, but it's a Tomb King. Oh, I know. Cryo speaks French, watching Frozen violates Quebec language rules. Sacre bleu. That's really weird. Yeah, I'm sorry, Purples. There we go. Sometimes Twitch is going to twitch. Hope it clears up, Purples. It sucks. Obviously, the painting gods are crossed with your betrayal of Chris. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. You're not allowed to have Cryo and me up at the same time, Purples. This looks really good. We need to do the pommel. Pommel needs to be copper. Probably named it Stream at first, but found it faulty and went with Twitch as it's twitchy. What? What's everybody having for dinner tonight? What are we having? YouTube was correct. Crisis is perfect. So is Peaches. It's only me. How bizarre. I'm still at like 7,000 kilobytes per second, 0 drop frames. Yeah, watch it on YouTube. What's the YouTube one like for you, Pebbles? I wonder whether it is just like the upload. But it's not been a problem for the rest of the stream, right? People can do it too, like I do. YouTube one is perfect. It's Twitch. Twitch has screwed me over. Twitch is yeah, Twitch sucks. Hey, Twitch lady.
Never forget people. Fuck Erebus, and fuck Manfred, and fuck Lindros, and fuck Denethor, and double fuck Twitch, then refuck Erebus, redouble fuck Twitch, then throw all of them in an active volcano for them to get fucked some more.
Fuck Twitch. Only Perps has a problem, skill issue. Maybe she's just not as good at computers as she thinks she is. Sounds like it's that. She's probably put my stream on like slow mode on Chrome or something. I'm not good at personal computers, only server stuff. Twitch earned its spot on Olivia's fuck you list. I prefer watching the YouTube UI for watching streams, honestly, but Twitch community is much better. Yes. Yeah, I don't know which one I prefer streaming on, actually. I mean, Twitch has like all the sound alerts and stuff. So you can do like the Joker laugh. Who was it who wanted the Joker laugh? Oh, it was Goldilocks, wasn't it? Goldilocks wanted the Joker laugh, didn't he? Somebody said they wanted the the Joker laugh. And I was like, well, I have the Joker laugh on my stream. Just use the sound element things. Does it? I haven't really looked. I mean, that's the other thing as well. I haven't really looked at YouTube for the stream chat bot thing. Yeah, if you want to make the Joker laugh, just go into the sound alert section and pick the Joker laugh. That one. So good. It's so good. Mark Hamill is so good. There you go, Goldilocks. Yeah, the sound alert stuff's cool. I do like the sound alert stuff. Like there's the donut one. You took the jam out of my donut, Tommy. You did. Look, no! Purple's come back. Purple's come back. To do, to do, to do. Kevin Conroy was the best Batman. Kevin Conroy was the best Batman. Everybody knows that. Ta-da-da. George Clooney was the worst. Still liked him. I like Clooney. Clooney was fine. think Clooney was unfortunately just the Batman with a poor script production, videography that time. But he was fine. He did the job. He did what he was asked to do. I mean, none of this is like groundbreaking news, is it? Tragedy of Batman to be more light-hearted, according to him. Clooney was the first admitted he didn't put in his best effort. Poor script, didn't really put much effort in it, according to himself. It's a skill I've practiced a lot. I'm very good at liking things. Yeah. There we go, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Keaton was okay-ish. What's anybody got any painting plans tonight? Have we got any hobby plans tonight? I'm definitely gonna try and find those arms for the Space Wolf as soon as stream finished. I'm currently kind of tidying up and moving things around over there, so I can make some space for things. I've got a lot of sprues kind of just lying around, which they need to be organised back into boxes. I went through a phase of pulling all the sprues out of boxes and putting them just as sprues. I've gone back on that now, so if anybody does ever have that idea, you will regret it. Leave the sprues in the boxes and just organise the boxes. There's a top tip for you. Bat nipples, yes. Bat nipples. Yeah, you can look at the world with hatred if you want, but you don't get anywhere with it, so you may as well look at the world in a more interesting light. Right, this is the last one. I'm going to go make some dinner after this. Tommy was great at Two-Face. You're not even going to class Patterson in the Batman group. What? Two-Face was not good. He tried to match Carey's like energy and just didn't come off very well. I like that film though. I like the Two-Face Riddler film. I can't remember which one it is. Batman and Robin, is it? I like that film. That was a film I watched when I was a kid quite a lot. I quite liked it. So that's a nostalgia kind of thing. It's fun. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see. I'm really excited to see if they ever do a live action Court of Owls. I think that would be so cool. New 52 Batman. New 52 Batman would be really cool. Death in the Family, that sort of Joker. Just hyped for seeing Tron Ares later this summer. How cool does Tron look? How cool does Tron look? I'm excited for Tron. That looks like my kind of like just enjoyable film. Justice League context. Yeah. Right. I am going to see if anybody is online. Did you say Cryo was on? It's just you on all of Twitch. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Cryo's on. Right. Have a good evening, everybody. We got lots of these done. So we got loads of the red done. Start to get loads of the copper done. I'm going to carry on with the copper. I'm going to go make some food now. I'm going to carry on with the copper. I'm definitely going to find that Space Wolf. Sinister, remind me on Discord if I haven't posted a picture of the Space Wolf plan, because I will tack it together and take a pic. So yeah, I will find out. I can't remember where I put them. I think they might be in the Space Wolf bits tray over there. But yeah. Remind me if I don't post a picture. I'm going to post a picture of the Space Wolf, try and get that kind of glued together position, and then I'll kind of prime it and do like a quick throw slap on it of a colour scheme idea. But yeah, thanks very much, everybody. Take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. And it might be, I don't know,